Happy Thursday. Hope we are gathered here for another episode of Penny for My Thoughts. And we need to gather here to talk about a very, very important subject. How I feel like KFC is better than Popeyes. Now wait, before anybody gets upset, hear me out first. I have always felt like KFC is better than Popeyes, unlike due to popular opinion. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I know that this is going to ruffle some feathers, a lot of feathers. It's going to pluck some. But I just personally feel like KFC is better than Popeyes. Hear me out. Far as the chicken. Now, me personally, I know that KFC has the breaded chicken, which I don't really get the breaded chicken because I just feel like it's just too breaded. I like original. Popeyes, I feel like their chicken is just too messy. And that's the reason why I don't get the breaded chicken at KFC, because it's just messy. But I feel like Popeyes breaded chicken is very messy. And I'm just one of those people that I like to eat on the go sometimes. And to just have chicken crumbs everywhere and all of my clothes and all other type of stuff, no, I'm just not feeling that. So that's one thing, the chicken. And the sides. So we all know how dry Popeye's biscuits are. Their biscuits are dry. I also don't like too much of the Cajun stuff. Like I don't really like their mashed potatoes too. I mean, they're okay, but I don't really like their mashed potatoes too much because I feel like it got too much seasoning in it. And I don't really like the macaroni and cheese really either. I don't really like the red beans and rice. Now I like red beans and rice, but Popeyes red beans and rice, I just feel like it's dry. I just feel like everything is dry. That's me. Now I know there's some people that are going to get upset about this. I'm sorry. This is a penny for my thoughts. And my thought is that KFC is better than Popeyes. Now, Popeyes I do like their strawberry biscuits. They're not as dry. I do like the strawberry biscuits, but they don't have them all the time. Also, the price. I feel like KFC has a better price than Popeyes too. And I feel like they have more deals sometimes. I don't know. And it could be regional or it could be whichever area you're from. I don't know. But I do feel like KFC have better deals and their price is lower. Now, a good thing about Popeyes, I do feel like they have more drink options. And their fries are okay. You know, they're not the best, but I like the fries. And I also feel like the chicken sandwiches was good. It wasn't now the Popeyes chicken sandwiches was not worth all the drama and all the shenanigans that went on with it. The drama, the violence, the all that stuff. It wasn't worth that. It was a good sandwich, but it wasn't worth all that. So, you know, but I digress. But also, KFC, I really like their original recipe. Now, I will say that some of their originals, sometimes, depending on, I guess, where you go, gets greasy. Like, it get real greasy. But I do love their bowls. Love those. Their pot pies, like the pot pies. I don't really care about that, but I'm also not a pot pie person. I do like their macaroni and cheese. Green beans, I ain't the biggest green bean eater, so I don't really care about that. The lava cakes is good with KFC. They don't have, like I said, they don't have the biggest drink selection like Popeyes do. Biscuits, banging, and you don't even have to put like the butter they got on the biscuits is good. You don't even have to add extra stuff with KFC biscuits. Putting extra butter in there, that just adds to the touch. Now, I will say when I was in high school, I worked at KFC for a year. Now, that has nothing to do with my decision. I am not persuaded because I worked there. Because if we want to be honest, they wasn't paying me anyway. They barely was paying me at the KFC I worked at, but it was a good little high school side job. Now, that does not deter how I feel about the food because I could have worked at Popeyes and still felt like me personally feeling like KFC was better than Popeyes. So don't think that that deters what my decision is because it don't. I just like KFC better, and I like their hot sauce, whatever the recipe is at, because it's not too hot either. I'm a hot sauce eater, but I don't like hot sauce that's so hot that you can't enjoy the food. So I like KFC hot sauce along with their original recipe. And I have myself working in KFC in high school. I've made some of those things. I've made some of the biscuits a lot. Made some of the mashed potatoes. I wasn't on the chicken fryer, so I ain't make none of that. Made the corn. Do I know the secret recipe? Mm, I don't think so. I've seen like the label, like certain things that they put like in the frying of the chicken. Did see egg in there, but I don't know if that's a secret recipe. I don't know the secret. So if anybody want to know if I know the secret, I don't. Because I wasn't by the chicken fryer so much. I wasn't back there frying the chicken, but I have made the biscuits. I have made the macaroni and cheese. I have made the corn. I've made that. Cakes already come, so you don't have to make those. I'm just saying I just like the KFC. I like KFC better than Popeyes, and I'm just sticking to my decision. I am sticking to it. Also, KFC, when you go to any KFC that I've been to, yes, there's been a wait or something like that, but they usually, you usually don't have to wait too long. Every Popeyes that I've gone to was a wait. Not only that, poor customer service. And it don't matter where it was at, what neighborhood, what region, what culture, whatever. Poor customer service. They've gotten stuff wrong. I've even done DoorDash and Uber for Popeyes, and I started avoiding Popeyes altogether. Like I won't even go to them because every single one I've gone to, then I know that they get a long wait because Popeyes is popular. But sometimes they don't. Nobody be there, and it's just a wait. I feel like the ones I've been to don't be having stuff. I've literally waited in the drive-through for the Popeyes strawberry biscuits, like almost 20 minutes, only to get up there and for them to say they don't even have it. I just feel like now, and I don't know how popular the biscuits are. I don't know how popular the strawberry biscuits are. I know that they get real popular around Valentine's Day because they get like the heart shaped ones. But, you know, on a regular day, and I just feel like I just avoid Popeyes. I avoid Popeyes. I mean, me and Popeyes we just don't mix. I don't like I didn't like doing picking up food from them at all. I don't like going there because not only is it always a wait, but by the time you get up there to order what you want, I mean, they don't have it. Now, I don't know. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer about Popeyes. I don't. Because maybe somewhere in the world there's a Popeyes that they be on it that they have food and they have good customer service and they don't have as long as waits. But I'm just saying the ones that I've been to, no matter what neighborhood, no matter wherever, it just I don't know. And like I say, I know that they're popular, but this is a penny for my thoughts, and I'm the type of person, I don't go by popular opinion. I don't. I just beat to my own drum. And I personally feel like KFC is better than Popeyes. I mean, I'm going to ruffle some feathers, no pun intended, but I want some KFC feathers. And I know that there's somebody out there that thinks the same way, but you're afraid. You're afraid to say that you like KFC more than Popeyes because, you don't want to be attacked. You don't want to be attacked. But you can't worry about that. You know, life is just too short to not just say that you like KFC more than Popeyes. It is. Now, we all hear how dry their biscuits are. People say that and they joke about it, and yet these are the same people that still get their biscuits and eat them. And to be funny, I wonder if like Popeyes biscuits like cause somebody a medical issue. Like, is there any ER in the world where somebody has choked literally on a Popeyes biscuit? Like I see all type of memes and everything else and all the other type of stuff about Popeyes biscuits. And I really wonder, like, is there anywhere in a ER or in a world where somebody have literally had to go to the hospital because they choke on Popeyes biscuit? Anybody know? Let me know. Let me know. Comment. Yes, that somebody choked on a Popeyes biscuit. Have you heard any stories? I don't know. I might Google it. But this is a very serious issue to me because I just feel like Popeyes always gains the popular opinion, and nobody really talk about the pros and the cons of it. And maybe they're afraid. They're afraid to just come out and say it. They're afraid to say that sometimes, in certain Popeyes, that the chicken is dry. Everybody says the biscuits, so we've already established that. And, the Cajun stuff be a little bit too spicy sometimes. And, the mashed potatoes have too much pepper in it sometimes. And like I say, I don't know, maybe it depends on the one you go to, but all the ones I've had, is it's just too much pepper on the mashed potatoes. And like I say, I don't just go out and just buy Popeyes. Like I would have to have like a certain thing. I've went and I bought the chicken sandwich. And I didn't buy the chicken sandwich when it first came out. I waited like 6 months to buy a chicken sandwich because I didn't want none of that drama. I didn't want the drama to surround this chicken sandwich. And I also didn't want to be that person. Like, oh, let me just go get the chicken sandwich because it's popular. So I waited like 6 months to see what the hype about. And I'm like, yes, it's a good chicken sandwich, but it just wasn't that real. It wasn't. Somebody just needs to talk about these things. Somebody, I know I just can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one that just feel like KFC is better than Popeyes. I've made a video about this. One of my real talk videos of how much I like KFC more than Popeyes. Now, granted, I don't go and eat KFC all the time. I'm not a KFC guru where I just go eat KFC every day. I'll get KFC every now and then. Like, because to be honest, I like to cook, so I cook my own chicken at home. But sometimes you'll get some KFC. But if they were like either KFC or Popeyes, I'd choose KFC. Even now, if Popeyes was like, we'll just give you a lifetime supply of Popeyes, okay, then I'll eat it because it's for free. I mean, who don't like free? But I'd rather a lifetime supply of KFC, to be honest. And like I say, it has nothing to do that I used to work there. Because like I say, like they weren't the one I worked at, they weren't paying me anyway. I was getting 8 hours a week. 8 hours a week, not a day, a week. I was in high school, yeah, but they weren't giving your girl no extra hours. So I was like, yeah. As soon as I graduated out of high school, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. This was just a high school job just to pay my cell phone bill. And a lot of times that wasn't even enough. So, but we needed this. I cannot be the only one that just feels this way. And it's just really time for, us to talk about this. I mean, I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one. And I'm just out here to say it because I'm a real person and I speak truth and realness on here at all times. So why would I not say it about this? This is a real thing, people. This is a real thing. This is very, very important. Very important. That I feel like KFC is better than Popeyes. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to the people that are just devastated by these statements that I'm making and everything else. But hey, I am just a simple girl that has simple pleasures, and KFC over Popeyes is just one of them. And this was a penny for my thoughts. Today we're talking about chicken. But thank you for coming here to talk about chicken with me. Thank you for all those out there that agree with me, even if you have to agree in silence. That's just you agree. Do I have, and I'm calling everybody that thinks the same way, comment, give me your KFC over Popeyes stories. And I still want to know about that biscuit situation too, because the way the people that just rag on Popeyes biscuits, I know that it has put somebody in the ER. But this is another penny for my thoughts on chicken. Thank you for coming to listen to me rant on about chicken. And I'll see you at the next one. This is another penny for my thoughts.